Okay. And we bend, okay? Okay. Okay. Okay.
But it's important, I think, as arts organisations, for you to start to think why digital distribution is important to you and what you're going to use it for. First of all, it's about building your audience, whether that's your audience in the UK or across the world. As I said, we're live in the US, the UK, and Canada at the moment. We'll shortly be live in Australia and New Zealand, but the technology works everywhere.
I want to talk about archiving as a kind of a personal presentation within the digital space, and how, well, the thing is, I come from hip-hop theatre, come from hip-hop, and we naturally collect stuff. You know, you get guys who will collect 7-inch records or particular trailers. So we already have this sense of archiving within our culture. It's just that now we're finding that these archives now live on YouTube.
Whatever is to come in our technological development is only going to reinforce the fact that we desperately need to dance to remind us of our own physicality.
It was time to take stock and asking questions like, who is the sector? What does it look like? Who is our audience or clients? And where is that happening? What are the priority needs today?
Start speaking to people, start telling people about your story, because your story is the thing that is going to get people to buy into what you want to do. So create your stories, and actually it doesn't always have to be your story about creating your visibility. You can talk to somebody who's inspired you, or you're inspired by, or the work, and talk about their work and how it's inspired you.
Because I think there are 3 here that hit on both of those aspects, on networks and knowledge gaps. So is there something else that we can do that would also kind of hit both of those things? Because we have to be kind of focused, and we have to try and be efficient with what we have, the resources we have.
We need to change with the world, don't we? It is changing. We are in a digital age and have been for such a long time. We need to think and work creatively to overcome the challenges and to make the most of the opportunities that such changes can bring. We will never reinvent the wheel. It's already perfect. Strap it on, keep moving forward, make the changes that you want in every way that works for you.
Certain people, because the digital space is yet to be fully colonized. It's one of the things that I've discovered. And then we actually become a mass. So in the digital space, we're actually not minority.
I kind of watched how they use Instagram as a mechanism through which they pass information, through which they promote themselves, through which they get work, but also how they use mobile phone technology in order to produce a lot of the videos that you see on YouTube.
Relax the fingertips, This arm is working, bring it back. So this port de bras, soften the elbow, So you want to shift back to this leg. Shift, and then you shift to the other side. And you can look at the mirror.
Now first position, and one.
In this fiction, the Afrofuture shimmers, it forgets itself. It animates. It doesn't like all that it reveals, it missteps. And it challenges us to rethink the extraordinary capacity of Black life, of bare life, of overwhelmed life, of Black life, of bare life, of overwhelmed life, of Black life.
Great teasers or stuff like that at the beginning. Like, I know the guys that I collaborate with, Nick and Warren, they're really into digital world and visual world, so they created a lot of videos and did a trailer. I wouldn't even know what the piece was, you know. So yeah, so those things, they think about those things rather than I have to, you know, think about it. But we knew the world of what we wanted to do, so it's important to create that content, to send it out and get people to be interested in it.
Sometimes gets into your suit. So anyway, stand up so you can see what it looks like. And then I can show you something else. So this would be amazing. This is amazing when it works.
One thing I've noticed consistently, no matter who I speak to, is that people are looking to overwhelmingly shorten their sales cycle, get more leads, make more money, and find ways to increase visibility without getting overwhelmed by it. And they just added series to Instagram stories, so you could actually create like a series of content. So if you wanted to create your own show to be hosted on Instagram stories, you can do that. I think the key to those platforms, in particular Instagram, is consistency. You know, going in and liking other people's content, actually engaging, if someone leaves a comment, actually write back to them. I think, you know, it's tough for me because I'm really passive about it. Like, I'll just post something and I'm just like, man, whatever. Like, I don't really care if anybody comments or anything like that. But, you know, just being intentional about it, being consistent, creating a theme, and treating it as if it's not just an ancillary part of your business, it is a vehicle for you to make money. I think we kind of think of it, we tend to think of it in a very supplementary way as opposed to thinking about it, this is a business vertical and this is a means for us to make money.
But Jazz,
yes.
One of the things I'm curious for you to talk about is, you mentioned something really interesting in our conversation, which was how much more do we as artists do when it comes to this idea of like working digitally when you're already under-resourced, or in your case, a mom, you know? Because that's some things I think we forget as artists, is that we have families and we have responsibilities and things, and then we're adding digital to it and we're adding something else onto the plate. You wanna
Yeah, totally. Because I remember even in our conversations before this, I was like, well, I'm really behind on this. The digital space is always running like, and ahead of me. I'm always like chasing it. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a lot of pressure to somehow just be immersed inside of this digital space, specifically with like social media. I'll speak about, because that's where I find, you know, when you talk about branding, like I feel like social media and these forms there's a way you can brand, there's a way you can present yourself, there's a way you can be like, this is who, this is this is that.
That's definition, like what is dance film? Because there is a special relationship between dance and film. It may come from the origin of film itself, knowing how Edward Newbridge actually influenced the creation by inventing rapid fire photography.
The environment, the shape, the feel, temperature, colour of the space. Just introduce, allow yourself to introduce your body into the space. As you walk, you bring awareness to how you're walking, how your soles of the feet are meeting and peeling away from the feet, walking all on the soles of the feet.
Okay, yeah, great. And we're so happy that we managed to get through. We're thinking of leaving. We're about to cry.
You'll push back diagonally, release the pelvis and put your knees down to activate the lower body. Go back up to go and grip again. So you can just do 5 and 4 in a regular tempo. Yes, it's another exercise.
But there's no really an ending, as you know. Only new beginnings.
Make good to be fun.